It is one of the deepest, most soul-crushing gut punches a man can ever experience. The woman you loved, the woman you invested your time, your energy, your heart into, chose someone else over you. She left you for him. The feeling of inadequacy, of betrayal, of being deemed second best is brutal. It's a direct precision shot to your ego, your pride, and your heart all at once. But what if I told you that this moment, this excruciatingly painful rejection, is not your loss? What if I told you with absolute certainty that it is your greatest, most profound, most liberating victory in disguise? What if I told you the correct, the powerful response to this news is to take a deep breath, look up at the sky, and say, "Good, thank you. You've just set me free from a future I didn't deserve." Today, we are not wallowing in self-pity. We are not begging for answers. We are rising above the pain and dissecting the cold, hard, psychological reality of this entire situation. I am going to reveal to you with brutal clarity exactly why you win when she leaves you for another man. Understanding these deep truths will transform your pain into rocket fuel, your victimhood into victory almost instantly. And pay close attention, because the third reason is a dark, uncomfortable truth about her new relationship that she will never, ever admit, but that you need to understand. Stay with me. Your ascension begins now. First, before we even get to your victories, you must understand the deep psychology of a woman who leaves one man directly for another man. This is not usually a calculated, logical decision based on a rational comparison of your pros and cons versus his. It is almost always an impulsive, emotionally driven act rooted in profound weakness, fear, and a lack of character. This behavior is commonly known as monkey branching. Just like a monkey in the jungle, she will not let go of one branch, you, until she has a firm, secure grip on the next branch, him. What does this reveal about her? It reveals a profound, almost pathological fear of being alone. It reveals an inability to process her own feelings, her dissatisfaction, independently. It reveals a constant, desperate need for external validation, a man's attention, to feel secure in her own identity. It reveals a lack of courage, a woman of high character, of emotional strength, of true integrity, ends one relationship with respect, honesty, and courage before even considering beginning another. The very fact that she did not, the fact that she likely lined up your replacement while still enjoying the benefits of her relationship with you, tells you everything you will ever need to know about her character, her loyalty, and her integrity. And it tells you almost nothing of substance about your value. You didn't lose a queen, you just dodged a bullet disguised as one. Your first victory is in this realization. Victory number 1. Freedom from flawed character. The brutal truth. You have just received an undeniable, irrefutable, crystal-clear result from a litmus test of her character, her loyalty, her communication skills, and her integrity. And she has failed, spectacularly and definitively. A woman who entertains, cultivates, or emotionally or physically jumps to another man while still in a committed relationship with you lacks the foundational, non-negotiable traits required for a healthy, secure, lasting partnership. Unwavering loyalty, courageous communication, and profound integrity. The psychology. You were likely in a relationship with someone who, at their core, avoids difficult conversations, seeks easy emotional highs and validation, and lacks the fundamental fortitude and respect to end things with honesty and courage before seeking a replacement. This is not a one-time mistake. It is a deep-seated character pattern. Her primary problem-solving strategy for relationship dissatisfaction is not to communicate, to build, to work through challenges, but to escape, to replace, to find a new source of validation. This pattern will inevitably repeat in her life. Why you win, unequivocally. You have been saved from months, possibly years, of future heartache, potential betrayal, and profound disrespect with someone who has now proven to you that she is not a reliable partner, not a ride-or-die teammate in times of difficulty or dissatisfaction. The pain you feel now, while sharp and real, is a short-term acute pain that has mercifully saved you from a long-term soul-crushing chronic agony of being with someone you can never, ever truly trust when the chips are down. You are now completely free to find a woman of actual substance, of unshakable character. This is a massive, life-altering win. Victory number 2, the ultimate fuel for your transformation. The brutal truth: nothing, absolutely nothing in this world provides a man with more potent, more powerful, more transformative fuel for radical self-improvement than a deep, searing, ego-wounding rejection, especially a rejection of this nature. This pain, this perceived humiliation, this fire in your gut is not a curse. It is a sacred gift. It is the fire that can forge you from common steel into unbreakable titanium. The other guy did not steal your girl. He unwittingly handed you the rocket fuel for your greatest, most powerful chapter yet. The psychology: a man who is comfortable, who is content, often becomes complacent. This event has violently shattered your comfort zone. It forces you to look in the mirror with brutal honesty, to identify your weaknesses, both real and perceived. And it provides you with an unparalleled, almost superhuman drive to improve every single aspect of your life. Your physique, your finances, your career, your mission, your mindset. You now have a profound why to suffer through the pain of the gym, the long hours of focused work, the discomfort of relentless self-development. Why you win unequivocally, while she is off dealing with the mundane initial honeymoon phase of her new relationship, which we'll get to in a moment. You are on a focused, disciplined, unstoppable upward trajectory. In 6 months, in a year, you will be an entirely new man, stronger, wealthier, more confident, more resilient, more attractive than ever before. She left a man at one level, and in doing so, unwittingly created a man on a level she can likely no longer attain or deserve. You win because this pain is the direct, powerful catalyst for your personal, glorious ascension. Victory number 3, escaping her fading fantasy. The brutal truth: her new relationship is not built on a foundation of reality, of strength, of mutual respect. It is built on the flimsy, treacherous scaffolding of fantasy, escape, and emotional convenience. She wasn't truly choosing him as a person. She was desperately choosing an escape route from her own dissatisfaction with her life, or from the problems and challenges in your relationship that she was too weak, too cowardly, or too impatient to face and solve with you. He is not a partner to her. He is a solution, a distraction, a temporary painkiller. The psychology, the grass is greener illusion, and the inevitable crash. The initial phase of their new relationship is fueled entirely by new relationship energy, by the intoxicating high of novelty, and by this powerful fantasy of what he represents to her. But soon, inevitably, reality hits. The very character flaws that made her monkey branch in the first place. Her fear of being alone, her poor communication skills, her need for constant external validation, her tendency to run from problems rather than solve them, will inevitably poisonously surface in this new relationship. The problems she was running from within herself are still there, waiting for her. He will eventually cease to be a fantasy savior and will become just another flawed man, and the cycle of dissatisfaction will, in all likelihood, begin anew. Why you win unequivocally: you have completely, permanently exited this toxic, predictable cycle of her emotional immaturity. You are no longer responsible for her happiness. You are no longer a participant in her inevitable drama. While she is on a predictable emotional roller coaster that is statistically likely to end in the same dissatisfaction she was feeling before, you are now free, building a real, stable, powerful life on a foundation of your own making, your own strength, your own integrity. She is chasing a temporary, fleeting high. You have been given the golden opportunity to build permanent, unshakable value. You win because you are off her roller coaster and on your own path to true, sustainable fulfillment. So, what is your mandatory strategy now that you understand your profound victory? It is a simple yet incredibly powerful three-pronged attack on your old self and your past situation. Commandment 1. Absolute, unforgiving, no contact. You cut her off completely. You block her number. You block her on all social media. You delete her from your life. This is not out of spite or childishness. It is a clinical act of self-preservation to protect your peace, to remove her as a distraction from your mission, and to signal to the universe and to yourself that her chapter is definitively closed. Commandment 2. Radical, relentless self-improvement. You take every ounce of that pain, that anger, that betrayal, and you channel it like a laser beam into the gym, into your work, into your purpose, into becoming absolutely, unrecognizably superior to the man she left. Commandment 3. Cultivate genuine, profound indifference. Your ultimate goal is not to win her back. Your ultimate goal is to get to a place of such power, such fulfillment, such abundance in your own life, that if or when she were to attempt to crawl back, you wouldn't even care. That is true power. That is the final victory. Her chapter in your book is over. Your greatest chapter is just beginning. She left you for him? Good. You win because 1. You are now free from her proven flawed character. You dodged the bullet. 2. You have been gifted the ultimate unparalleled fuel for your transformation. The pain is your power. 3. You have completely escaped her inevitable fading fantasy and toxic cycle. You are free. This is a mindset of power, not of pity. This is the mindset of a victor, not a victim. In the comments section below, I want you to make a victor's decree, a public vow to yourself and to this brotherhood. What is the one specific area of your life you will now relentlessly, ruthlessly improve, using this situation as your ultimate rocket fuel? Let's turn this entire comment section into a powerful testament to post-breakup, post-betrayal ascension. Your declaration can inspire another man to rise from his own ashes. If you know a man, a brother, who is going through this exact gut-wrenching pain right now, who needs to hear this empowering message of victory, who needs to reframe his pain into power, share this video. Be the friend who hands him a crown instead of a tissue. For more brutal, unfiltered truths that are designed to transform your pain into profound power, your victimhood into undeniable victory, and to help you master your own masculine potential, make sure you have absolutely obliterated that subscribe button and have activated all notifications. Your empire awaits your command. Go build.